Massive Chalice is a tactical strategy game set on an epic timeline. The game is basically in two halves. Like, one half is the tactical half, where it's at the human scale and you're controlling this small party of human heroes and you're fighting these strange demonic enemies called the Cadence. The twist of the game is that this battle is going to take place over hundreds of years. So on the strategy layer, you take the role of this immortal ruler, and you make all the decisions about like which heroes are going to get married to each other, which ones are going to retire, and which ones are going to have to be scholars and do your research for you. Xcom is probably the most similar game, hugely inspired by that game. I get super attached to those little soldier dudes, and I do not want them to die. I guess that's another big design goal of the game, is that losing a hero is something that you're not going to be able to avoid. But, you know, the cool thing is that like they'll have children that will grow up and like be able to avenge them. So we have these character traits in the game. So they all have genetic code that is like hidden from the player, and it's like high school biology style, but sometimes you'll be like, oh, these characters have great genetics, you'll marry them together, their kid's really strong, but he also has asthma. And you'll be like, oh, you know, and like that will be like a penalty when he runs on the battlefield. If a character fights with a weapon and gets enough kills during their lifetime, when they pass away, their weapon will become this family relic that is then passed down. You'll have to select a living heir of that bloodline, so anyone with the same last name can use it. And so you'll have to pick it and it will bind to that character. We're trying to do everything we can to like enhance these families and, you know, through the genetics and the relics and stuff, like just really make the families feel different and make them feel like things that you really care about. If it can happen in a game like Xcom, where there's really none of these systems and things, then I think that we can make it happen in a game like this. Like there's all this extra stuff that we're baking in that will hopefully be really sweet when people play it.